Hi, welcome to another episode of Straight Talk. Asterisk, what's Nigel Farage talking about that no one else dares mention? No headlines, no questions in Parliament, just silence. So let's break that silence right now. Here's a story so extraordinary, yet barely covered by the press. While schools are falling apart and NHS waiting lists spiral out of control, the Department for Work and Pensions site quietly listed a job titled Sharia Law Administrator. The salary? A modest £23,500 per unit, as high as outrage claimed, but still taxpayer-funded and deeply problematic. The listing, now withdrawn, was placed by the Didsbury Mosque in Manchester. It described the role as an administrative position, supporting the Manchester Sharia Council, which claims to offer civil arbitration services under the UK's Arbitration AC, not enforceable courts but informal dispute resolution. Let's be clear. There is one British legal system: English law. Sharia arbitration arrangements are allowed only if both parties consent, and they cannot override UK law. No parallel legal court exists. Yet the outrage isn't about technicalities, it's about principle. Why is a religious arbitration role being advertised under a British government jobs portal? Even if privately funded, its appearance on a do-branded site gives it official veneer and credibility. Where's the political outcry? Not from Labour. Keir Starmer stays silent while doing moral contortions to keep his coalition intact. Not from the Tory front bench. Kemi Badenoch, billed as a defender of British identity, has said nothing. Only one man has called it out: Nigel Farage. Hind, Reform are demanding answers. Who authorized this posting? Why is Sharia arbitration being publicly normalized? What does this mean for one rule of law? Commentators such as Bella Wallersteiner have echoed that Sharia arrangements have no place in our state institutions. Leila Cunningham, a Reform counsel, Canada, said, "This role is funded by British taxpayers to promote Sharia law. It undermines Britain's unity and legal consistency." Let's be blunt, this isn't about hatred. It's about sovereignty, transparency, legal equality. And while politicians dodge and spin, Farage is asking the questions mainstream parties refuse to confront. If the state tolerates norms that deviate from British law, one must ask, who runs this country? This is the debate we don't see happening. If you're tired of the silence, the evasion, the quiet overlap of state and religious interest, join the conversation. Because if we don't talk about these issues now, who will? Straight Talk. Thanks for listening.